So the New York Giants finally got a W in the preseason, beating the Carolina Panthers for the score of 21-19. A lot of good, some bad. I want to say this game wasn't as bad, and obviously us winning shows a lot, but it wasn't as bad as the first one. Some good things to look at, some things that we have to address. Before we dive into that, man, if you haven't already, subscribe down below. Road to 10K is still active, man. Like the video, comment down below your thoughts, and a couple of housekeeping things. And my light just went out. I haven't been going crazy like that on YouTube this past week. I still been posting on the content, so make sure you look at the community tab. I'm still posting there. Your boy just got engaged yesterday, so appreciate all the love and support. Still gonna go ham leading up to the season. And another housekeeping thing, man, I am running a Juke fantasy league. It's completely free. Another way to interact with you guys. So if you want to join that, subscribe and also follow the Juke Media on Instagram. Shoot me a DM, let me know. Can't believe I smacked that. Shoot me a DM, let me know if you want to be involved. I already have a couple people that are lined up to do so, so I'm just waiting on filling it up, and I'll run that league with y'all, man. So I'm excited for that. A lot of exciting things coming to the Juke. If you didn't see already, I did stream on the Juke Plays as well. That's my second channel where I play some Madden. I'm kind of bad. I'm not really great, but you know, I'm down to run it with y'all if y'all want to run it in the Juke Plays as well. So subscribe over there on the Juke Plays. Also follow me on the Juke Plays on Twitch. I'll have all the links in the description. So appreciate y'all, and we'll dive into the game now. So a lot of the good things that happened yesterday. We saw a Jalen Hyatt touchdown. We saw the #1 offense look great yesterday. We saw some good stuff on the defensive side of the ball when it came to Xavier McKinney, seeing Bobby Okereke on the Giants defense. That was nice to see as well. Kayvon Thibodeau with the sack. There was a couple good things that we should be walking away happy with. Now, this is where we play the game where we have to temper our expectations. Should we be less happy? Like, how happy should we be? And I think we should be excited. I've been saying this all through this preseason and training camp. We should be excited because when our players are playing well, we gotta be able to be excited about them, because when they're not playing well and when they're showing signs that we're not looking good, you already know the whole fan base is gonna jump on them, jump on the management, jump on everybody. So, you know, I definitely love the fact that Daniel Jones came out and looked surgical out there. The Panthers are not the best defense in the world. We can say that. They're not world beaters. But one thing that we do know is that Daniel Jones, throughout the whole training camp process, has looked sharp. Yes, it was one day in Detroit, and once again, he bounced back the next day and told all the haters to shut up. So he came out there, was 8 for 9 on his first drive, and that was it. You're probably not going to see Daniel Jones play another preseason game. We're waiting till week 1, which I can't wait for. Once again, the day before week 1, we'll be live streaming that Saturday, so I'm super excited for that. But Daniel Jones looked really good, and Darren Waller is going to be a beast in this offense. It is clear that the Giants are trying to make him the #1 target, and Daniel Jones is his most talented weapon he's ever had. Ever. Golden Tate, all these other receivers, Kenny Golladay never worked out, Kadarius Toney never worked out. This is his most talented receiver ever. So Daniel Jones looks like he's going to target him a lot. You'll see the memes where it's like, F it, Darren Waller's down there somewhere. That's how Daniel Jones is going to approach this season, and I'm all for it, because guess what? This team traded for him for a reason. He's a weapon, and when he's on the field, he's dominant. So they need to continue to target him. He made all the catches minus this one that he was catching a crosser and he got popped. He ends up dropping the ball. That was Daniel Jones' one incompletion. Other than that, everything else was flawless for me. You seen Paris Campbell get the ball a couple of times. You saw Daniel Bellinger get it on the touchdown. And once again, Darren Waller got 3 catches on the first drive. So, you know, I'm super excited for that. It was clear what the Giants were trying to do on that first drive, was trying to show some of their plays here and there, try to run them, because they didn't really run the ball at all. Saquon did not play. He's not going to play all preseason. I'm sure of that. He's a weapon that's also going to be something they have to account for, and he wasn't even playing. So that offense looked really good. Once again, how far can we take it? Y'all let me know on that part, but all I know is I'm excited for this offense, because I don't think this was a fluke. I don't think this was a one-time thing. Daniel Jones has looked this way for a very long time. For a very long time through this training camp process, so I'm just excited for that, man. Now going to the defensive side of the ball, I saw Xavier McKinney make a play, stopping the run. Love to see that. He was in the box. Jason Pinnock didn't make that play, so that's something to look out for, but, you know, we'll give grace. Listen, we're not doing this based off of one play. Just one more preseason game, and I probably expect none of the starters to play, because they need to figure out what's the depth behind them. Dexter Lawrence is out here getting 2 penalties. You don't see that too often. The roughing the passer one was kind of ridiculous. Like, if a D lineman is rushing into the backfield and trying to bat down a ball, and he accidentally taps the quarterback's helmet, oh, it's a flag. Like, it's getting too much at this day and age. And Dexter Lawrence is one guy that he's gonna do everything he can to stop the quarterback and also bat down a ball. So what can you really do with that? That's whatever. That's garbage. He also got like encroachment on the first play, but other than that, still look dominant. One guy is not going to be able to block this man. And once again, John Michael Schmitz, him blocking him one-on-one every single day, trying to get better with that is going to make him better, because listen, no other dude in this league, in my opinion, can do that. We'll see what Jason Kelsey can do this year, because last year you didn't hear nothing about Dexter Lawrence when we went against the Eagles. So we'll see what happens with that. Anything else on the defensive side of the ball? Kayvon Thibodeau with the sack. Love to see that. I love to see that he really puts his technique to work. When he sacked Bryce Young, you can see him ripping with the ball with the other hand. And he's trying to recreate that little fumble touchdown that he had last season against Washington. I'm hoping for a big year out of Kayvon Thibodeau. And he looked really fast coming around that corner. And out of that same draft class with Evan Neal, that's who we did it on, Aquanu, his same draft class actually, and beat him around the edge and got that sack. So I'm hoping for a big year out of Kayvon Thibodeau. I think he's gonna do something this year for sure. In terms of having a better year than last year, yes, but I expect a monumental leap this season, a big jump, and I think Kayvon Thibodeau could be special for us. That's the next jersey I want, a Kayvon Thibodeau jersey. The defense roughly played 2 series. The first series ended very shortly, so they threw him out there for another one. As far as Trey Hawkins and Deontay Banks, not really too much to touch on. From what I've seen, I didn't really see nothing too crazy where they were making plays. The offense really wasn't that good for the Panthers either. But listen, reps are reps. If you don't hear their names a lot, that's a great thing to note, because that means that they didn't give up a touchdown. They didn't get burned by nobody. So those are good things to touch on. So now going to Jalen Hyatt on his touchdown. So the play before his touchdown, he was running a little out route, ends up dropping the ball. Flat out drops the ball. He whiffed on it. And at that point, I'm just like, listen, I can't do no more Giants drops. I can't do that anymore. There's been so much these past couple years, I couldn't. And the next play, he takes a little corner route. He stems on the inside and takes a break and goes outside. Nobody's catching him when he does that. Nobody catches him. Like Hendon Hooker, someone commented this on one of my videos. He said Hendon Hooker had a quote about Jalen Hyatt where he's saying, if he's even with the guy, I'm throwing it to him. And listen, once he's even with the safety and he makes a break, he's not catching him. I felt like that ball was in the air for a minute. Jalen Hyatt had to stop, wait on it, and it was still a touchdown. The guy was back about a couple yards. So Jalen Hyatt, I'm glad to see it actually translate into a game, because everyone wants to talk about it being practice. And I said it in one of my Jalen Hyatt videos. Listen, nobody's going to be able to catch up with this guy. No one's going to be able to deal with his speed. You're going to have to be 10 yards off and be sprinting backwards, because he's going to burn you. So to see it in game, to see, once again, the ball was in the air for a while and that safety still couldn't go make a play on it, I'm excited to see what he can do, because listen, it's not about him being the number 1 receiver in this offense at the moment, but it's about everybody else allowing him to be single covered for you to forget about Jalen Hyatt and see if you can even stay up with him. Listen, if we put him in the slot like that and we have Paris Campbell somewhere else, we got Darren Waller somewhere else, Darius Slayton, that's speed all over the board, and that's something that I've been excited for, and I can't wait to see in the regular season, because once again, we haven't had the speed in a very long time at this position, and especially compared to last season. You saw what we did last season with the lack of speed, with the lack of depth. This season should be very well. As far as the second string and third string players, listen, this offensive line is still going to be an issue. We didn't get no depth players over a week, so that's not going to happen. The depth is an issue, so hopefully our guys can stay healthy. But if they don't stay healthy, it's going to be a rough sledding. It's going to be rough, so hopefully we can man that down. Once again, I'm a big believer on if we have Andrew Thomas good, we should be good for the most part. But when it comes to guard play, when it comes to tackle play, our depth is just not good. It's not there yet. And I think that's something that they're going to have to continue to address in the draft and free agency. But once again, I'm a big believer on good offensive linemen don't hit free agency, because that's why the teams will just sign them back, and if they're good, they'll keep playing for them. So that's just what I think, man. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about the game down in the comments, man. DeVito looks pretty good, by the way. I want to throw that in there. Let me know how you feel down in the comments. Subscribe down below. Road to 10K is still active, man. If you haven't seen my other videos, I got more videos to the left and more content coming through. I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.